Hello everyone, it's Drew Bradshaw here, and today we're going to look at how to diagram predicate adjectives. When a linking verb, such as is, am, are, was, or were, is followed by an adjective which is modifying, aka describing, the simple subject, it is called a predicate adjective. It is diagrammed on the sentence base after the verb, and it has a slanted line that points back to the subject that it's describing. Here are some examples. Let's take a look. Cupcakes are delicious. Who or what is this about? Cupcakes, simple subject. What do they do? Well, they exist as. Simple predicate. Are what? Delicious. Predicate adjective, PA. The predicate adjective is an adjective that is describing the simple subject. So the linking verb is always going to have either a predicate adjective or a predicate nominative. We'll worry about predicate nominatives later. When we diagram this, we have our sentence base like we always have. We separate our simple subject from our predicate. And then instead of doing a direct object line, which is the one that's like the half line, we do a half line that points back towards the simple subject. Cupcakes are delicious. Let's take a look at this other one over here. It says, the elephant was gigantic. Who or what is this about? Elephant. What did the elephant do? It existed, so that's our linking verb was, simple predicate. Existed as what? Gigantic. PA. Predicate adjective. Gigantic is describing the elephant. Which elephant? The elephant. So we have our simple subject, simple predicate, which is a linking verb, our predicate adjective, and we have our modifier. Predicate adjectives can also be a proper adjective, and if it's a proper adjective, it should be capitalized. Kai is Hawaiian. Who or what is it about? It's about Kai. What does Kai do? Well, exists. Exists as what? Hawaiian. Predicate adjective. This is a proper predicate adjective, so it has a capital H. Questions 1A and 1B have correct sentences, but incorrect sentence diagrams. So let's take a look here. The bicycles are rusty. Who or what is this about? It's about bicycles. And what do the bicycles do? Well, they exist. They are. So linking verb there. Exist as what? Rusty. So predicate adjective. Rusty describes bicycles. Which bicycles? The bicycles. So the way they screwed this one up is that they put a direct object line here when it needs to be a backslash pointing back from rusty to bicycles. So let's diagram this correctly. Bicycles is our simple subject. It goes on our sentence base. We split the subject from the predicate. We have our linking verb are, which is our simple predicate. Backslash here. Rusty, and then our modifier, the. 1B. Lai Wei is Chinese. Lai Wei is Chinese. Who or what is this about? It's about Lai Wei. What did Lai Wei do? Is, that's a linking verb, so exists. Exists as what? Chinese, predicate adjective. This is a common mistake because Chinese is a is an adjective form, but the person here decided they were going to use it to modify is. And here's a pro tip for you. Linking verbs, like we discussed earlier, is, was, were, are, they never have a modifier. They never have a modifier. So this needs to go on the sentence base, and it needs to have that backslash pointing back to Lai Wei. So here is how we would diagram that. And let me tidy up my line a little bit because I accidentally crossed the sentence base. Okay, there we go. Adjectives that modify the subject and come before the verb are diagrammed below the subject, like we've done before. Adjectives that modify the subject that come after the verb are diagrammed on the main line after the slanted line as a predicate adjective. Henry's hot cocoa is horrible. Who or what is this about? It's about the cocoa. The cocoa is, that's a linking verb, so we could see, you can say exists. The cocoa exists, simple predicate, exists as what? Horrible. It's describing the cocoa. Predicate adjective. Hot Henry's. Here we go, and it's diagrammed correctly down below. Look at this next one. We have some alliteration here, a bunch of words that begin with C, but it's diagrammed correctly. Simple subject, simple predicate, predicate adjective, and then we can draw our modifier lines, and you can see we have these ones correctly here and this one correctly here, and I like that there's a slanted line that points back from the predicate adjective to the simple predicate. Questions 2A, 2B, and 2C are correct in terms of the correct sentence and the correct diagram frame. These are simple fill in the blanks. You'll need to mark simple subject, simple predicate, and then predicate adjective, and if there are other modifiers, then you need to draw the arrows in, so it's a simple fill in the blank. Keep going, you can do it. Make sure to do this one as well. 3A, 3B, and 3C, you need to come up with your own original sentence and break it down. It has to fit exactly. Remember, when you are using a predicate adjective, the simple subject, or the simple predicate rather, has to be a linking verb. So that means is, was, are, were, etc. Okay? So we could say, for this example, parties are fun. Parties are fun. And then we can use the simple subject, simple predicate, predicate adjective, fun parties. There you go. Keep going. You can do it. Here's 3B. Here's 3A. You can do it. 4A, 4B, 4C, and 4D have correct sentences that you need to break down, and then you need to diagram them. I'll do one of them with you. Let's do 4B together. It says, my 3 sons are silly. Who or what is this about? Sons. What do? Well, they are. That is our linking verb. We can say exist as. Simple predicate. They are what? Silly. Predicate adjective. How many sons? 3. Which sons? My. So, I'm going to draw my sentence base. Put my sentence base together. Sons are, and remember I'm using this backslash because it's a predicate adjective. Silly. My and 3. My 3. Make sure you do 4C and 4D. If you have any questions, please reach out and ask.